Welcome to International Brain INT'L School, Mathematics, Upper Basic. The topic for us today is square and square root. What is the square? A square of a number is the number multiplied by itself. A square of a number is the number multiplied by itself. Take for example, 8 square. 8 square, that is 8 times 8 equals 64. 8 times 8 equals 64. Now, what is the square? The square of the square root of any number is the number itself. The square of the square root of any number is the number itself. Now, let's take a look at example 1. Example 1 says, find the square of 15. Find the square of 15. This is square of 15. Square of 15 will be 15 times 15 equals 225. The square of 15 is 15 times 15. Don't forget that we said that the square of a number is the number multiplied by itself, which means that 15 has multiplied itself. 15 times 15 will give us 225. Now, the second example. The second example says, what is the square of 1 over 3? What is the square of 1 over 3? It will be 1 times 1 over 3 times 3 equals 1 times 1 will give us 1. 3 times 3 will give us 9. So the square of 1 over 3 is 1 over 9. Now, the third example. Find the square root of 64. Don't forget that we say that the square of the square root of any number is the number itself. So we want to find the square root of 64. Now, children, let's go. Now, take a look at this number. What can divide 64 without a remainder? Let's try 2. How many 2 can we see in 64? 2 in 6 will give us 3. 2 in 4 will give us 2. This is an even number. Let's try another one. What can go in 32 without a remainder? 2 can go. 2 in 32. Let's break it down. 2 in 3. That is 1. It remains 1. Put your 1 here. 2 in 12. You give us what? 16. So 2 in 32 will give us 16. What can go in 16 again without a remainder? Let's try 2 again and let's see. 2 in 16 will give us what? 8. 2 can go again. 2 in 8 will give us what? 4. 2 again. 2 in 4 will give us 2. 2 in 2 will give us 1. Now, don't forget that we want to be the square root that we are talking about. We said square root of the root of a number is the number itself, which means that we are looking for the square root. Now, this is 1, 2, another 2, another 2, which means that the square root of 64 equals 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. 4 times 2 will give us what? 8. I hope you can do this on your own without the assistance of your parents. Now, let's do this exercise together, children. Exercise 1 says, find the square root of 81 over 100. 81 over 100. The square root of 81 is what? We said square root of 81 is 9 times 9 over the square root of 100 is 10 times 10 equals 9 over 10. We pick 1 out of this. So the square root of 81 over 100 is 9 over 10. Now, exercise 2. Look at this number. This is a fraction, a mixed fraction. That is a whole number and what? A whole number. We have a whole number and 1 over 4. This 1 over 4 is what? Is what type of number? Is what type of fraction? Yes, children. Is what type of fraction? Is a proper fraction. That is smaller number and a bigger number. If you have 2 here, or if you have 3 here over 1, that one is an improper fraction. So a mixed fraction comprises of a whole number and a proper fraction. So we want to change it to an improper fraction. So it will be 2 times 4, 8. Don't forget, children, we want to change it to what? To an improper fraction. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1, that is what? 9 over 4. How do we get 9 over 4? 4 times 2, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 with this denominator that is there, making it 4. Now, we want to look for the square root of 9 over 4. The square root of 9 over 4 will be 3 times 3 over 2 times 2. Automatically, when you divide 3 times 3, it will give us 9. 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. So we say pick 1, 3 over 2. We want to change it to a mixed fraction. How many 2 can we see in 3? We have 1. It remains 1. Put your 1 here over 2. So we have 1 whole number, 1 over 2. That is a whole number and a proper fraction. So the square root of 2 whole number 1 over 4 is 1 whole number 1 over 2. Children, I believe with this few explanation, you should be able to differentiate between a square and a square root. Don't forget that we say a square of a number is the number multiplied by itself. So it means when you have 100, you are going to multiply 100 by itself. And the square of the square root of any number is the number itself. I hope with this little explanation, you should be able to do some other questions on your own without the assistance of your parents. I will see you some other time next week. Stay safe.